Alright, hello everyone. I am Brassbeat, this is Balatro. I am joined by Fierce and Cloyce. Can you not introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm
Uh,
Cloyce. I'm a Balatro speedrunner, and I also speedrun various other roguelike and non-roguelike games, such as Spelunky, but been around for a little while. I recently, both me and Furs helped host some events within the Balatro community, which has been a lot of fun.
Correct. And hello, everybody. My name is Ferds. I'm more of a variety speedrunner, but I primarily focus on Balatro right now. Like Clay said, I've helped host a Balatro event, and we're hopefully getting ready to do another one. But I'm ready to do this.
Alright, of course I'm Brass. I'm a bit new to the Balatro speedrunning scene, I guess. But yeah, I will be doing this one. I'll give it a nice shot. Let's make a new file. Wait a minute. That's funny. I'm trying to type a 0 and in this text box it also turns into an O.
Because of, yeah, that makes sense. I never knew that.
Yeah, so like there's a funny thing if you do seeded runs, which is any 0 that you type in turns into an O because they are too hard to distinguish otherwise. So for the speedrun, I'll click unlock all. And that means we have the entire collection to play with from the start.
Yeah.
And so yeah, 3 decks are as skipless. What this means is I'll be doing 3 runs of the game on 3 different decks, and they'll be all random seeds. And skipless, for marathon safety, you can basically skip 2/3 of the rounds if you want to, but that's really dank and hard to survive. So for this run, we're not gonna do that. Anyways, I'll be starting on the yellow deck. This is a kind of basic deck. We start out with an extra $10. The extra money is something that really helps with making runs consistent. So that's what we'll be doing. So after I click play, there's gonna be an animation. Once that animation ends is when time starts. So it's a bit clunky, but we'll make do. So anyways, I'll count down and then click the button. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Alright, so Brass is going to be starting off on the yellow deck here, which, as he said, gives an extra $10. This is very important because of a mechanic in the game, especially in skipless runs, called interest. So for the first $25 you have in the bank, you get an extra dollar per $5, basically. So you can get an extra $5 at the end of each round if you build up $25, and the yellow deck makes it very, very interesting and able to start off that way. Just to get the economy online, make it easier to more consistently find the kinds of jokers we'll be looking for here. So you can see in the first round, he's already picked up a Lusty Joker. This is a very basic early game Joker. It just gives a little bit of extra multiplier. And we see the green Joker, which is the first scaling Joker as well. So moving pretty quickly here through the first ante. So do you want to go ahead and just explain the general overview of the goal of Balatro a little bit?
Yeah, I can. So the goal of Balatro really is to just get to ante 8 and beat the...
Do I have enough molds? I'm not sure.
The pair of 5 should be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's enough. That's enough.
But anyways, like I was saying, the goal in Balatro is to just reach ante 8 and beat the boss blind as fast as possible. For speedruns, I should say. There's a lot of different strategies. Another thing I should like to note, that is a really nice find.
Yeah, there's Brainstorm.
Yeah, another thing I would like to know is he's playing on the easiest stake, which is White Stake. There are... how many stakes are there? 8?
Yeah, there are 8 difficulties in the game, similar to the Ascension system in Slay the Spire. And in this speedrun category, it's played on the easiest difficulty, which makes it a lot more manageable in the context of speedrunning, because you don't need necessarily a lot to beat the game. Card Sharp, extremely good pickup. Any kind of multiplier, such as also known as X-Mult, is extremely powerful. This basically just asks you to play the same hand over and over again. In the context of speedrunning, it's often best to play lower ranking hands so that you don't have to bother discarding and looking for better hands. This being based on poker. So repeatedly playing, say, a high card or a pair over and over again is quite simple. So Card Sharp's multiplying multiplier condition is very easy to meet in the context of a speedrun. So it's one of the best jokers you can get.
Yeah. And while it's easy to play these lower hands, it's also a bit difficult for chips. So something like a slide joker there that gives plus 50 chips for every hand played that contains a pair is actually incredibly good for something in this scenario.
Yeah, so basically you have your two main scoring currencies in the game. You have your chips and then your multiplier, and those are multiplied together to determine your score. Chips in standard play mostly come from planet cards, but opening planet packs is slow, planet animations are slow, but there are some jokers that do give you those blue numbers, those chips, and then most jokers either give you some kind of economic benefit, or they give you either plus multiplier, which is the red number, or they give you times multiplier, which is basically just times 3 is just multiplying times 3 on top of everything rather than adding to your base multiplier. So in this case, Brass is mostly using the green joker, which is a scaling joker. Every time he plays a hand, its multiplier goes up by 1 as the base multiplier, and then is using the Card Sharp and the hologram to multiply that score further.
And he's using the Brainstorm, which is a joker that copies the ability of the leftmost joker, to also gain more plus multi with the green joker, or slide whatever he has on the left at that moment. Yeah.
Notably, Brainstorm in speedruns is not as good as Blueprint, which can copy jokers to the right. There's Bootstraps. Bootstraps is a very, very good joker in speedrunning, because it basically directly converts the amount of money you have in the bank into multiplier. And the reason why that's so good... Well, the reason why that's so good in speedrunning is, normally in a regular run, you have to spend your money to find jokers in order to score points. But if we kind of skip over the find jokers part and just have to spend money, then we're in a much better spot, just because we don't have to spend time looking for jokers in the shop. If, as we gain money, we just automatically become more powerful. So, very, very strong scaling joker in the context of speedruns. I will point out, Brass also has a couple of blue seals in the deck. We've been adding cards to the deck for the hologram joker, which increases multiplier, and some of those happen to be blue seals, which are an incredibly powerful modifier. Basically, whenever you hold that card in your hand at the end of the round, you get a planet card for whatever card you're playing, which in this case is pairs. And those planet cards basically just are a permanent increase to the score of that hand. You'll see it says pair level 2 now, and it scores by default, what's it called? It scores by default 10 by 2, and then now it's 25 by 3 instead, because of the planet card.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, unfortunately, the boots are very, very good when you are allowed to skip, because some of the skip tags give you a very, very large amount of money, such as the economy tag, which gives you $40. But
it's a bit
still, even in even in Skipless, like when you're playing every round, you're getting that $5 of interest every round, and you're one-shotting and getting 4 hands. Ooh, blackboard.
Ooh.
I think we saw Brainstorm actually.
Yeah, Brainstorm's out. Yeah, Brainstorm's a ×2, Blackboard is a ×3. Yeah, these are Skipless runs. So Blackboard is another one that synergizes very, very well with the idea of playing lower ranking hands. Because since a pair only has 2 cards in it, you can then add 3 other whatever cards you want to your hand. And so Blackboard says, I need to only have black cards left in my hand at the end of the round. And so if I just click on all the red cards, then it's a lot easier. Unfortunately, all of our blue seals are...
Yeah, even though clubs don't exactly look like black, they are. He's just playing with high definition, I believe.
High contrast cards,
high
make
contrast.
it easier to read.
Correct.
Yeah, and then again, like you'll see the decision path is often quite simple here with the bootstrap. It's like, okay, I have the money, I'm just gonna not re-roll and allow myself or do anything else in the shop. I'm just gonna play high card, I'm already scoring 100,000 with all this times mult. I mean, at this point, we're kind of just like going to the end of the run as quickly as possible, and that's what'll happen a lot in skipless runs. Is once your build is online, sometimes you kind of wish you weren't playing skipless because now you just have to kind of sit here and click through.
It can get really frustrating sometimes.
We're basically just like playing an auto scroller for the next like 2 minutes or so until we can get to the end of this run.
Yeah, I mean,
you can see that we're scoring 50,000. Yeah, now would be a good time for donations.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I have a £4 donation from Gil Catme, who says no fish, woo, and that puts us at £164. We're 36 away from our previous total for Go Fish 2023. Don't forget, we're raising money for Mind. They are the mental health charity who aim to ensure that no one has to face a mental health problem alone. Their helplines and resources have assisted people looking for support since 1946. And £20 could help Mind's info line answer calls which give people vital support. To learn more about the organisation, visit mind.org.uk.
Excellent.
All right, thank you very much for that donation, and very good cause, of course. Brass, do you want to... wait, I already forgot what I was going to say.
Vessel sighting.
Oh yeah, there's the Violet Vessel. So, to explain a little bit about like the end goal. So Ante-8 is the final boss of the game. It's what's called a finisher boss. So most of the time you have to score 100,000 points in your 4 hands. So as long as you're scoring 25,000 a hand, technically you could say you're okay. But sometimes you'll get a finisher boss that is particularly tough. The 2 that we really have to be worried about are the Violet Vessel, which triples the scoring requirement, and the Crimson Heart, which randomly disables a Joker. And if your Joker says ×3, that's similar to the Violet Vessel. Sometimes it can be even worse. Like in this case, if the bootstraps were disabled, we would score basically nothing because it's providing all of our multiplier. Same with the blue Joker.
Since it's Violet Vessel, we just clearly breeze through it.
Since we had so many... Yeah. Sorry, since we had so much
excellent. So dank, we just two-shot the vessel.
Yeah. Brass, real quick, would you want to explain why you chose Ghost next?
So the main reason, I just kind of deleted it because my first joke was holographic.
Yeah.
That's
I probably would have gone in the Buffoon pack, but yeah, it happens sometimes.
So the Hex cards that we start out with on the Ghost deck, what it does is... Do I take this? I think I will. What it does is it makes the first Joker that we get polychrome. It has to be the first Joker because it will also destroy all other Jokers that we have.
It's very good.
The runner for this run, I guess.
Yeah, it's very good early on, but if you get Hex like anywhere after you get your first Joker, it basically becomes useless because you're trying to use up all your Jokers. You don't want to destroy all but one, or you'd have to sell all but one too.
I'm just actually playing this right now. So I'm currently trying to run the runner, which is kind of an interesting choice in a speedrun.
Yeah.
Because it means you have to play straights, and straights are kind of annoying to get sometimes. So in this case, I had my 4 in a row, and then I can upgrade it to 5 in a row relatively easily.
Yeah.
In Skipless, it's kind of alright. If we play a straight like 8 times, then the runner is gonna be up to like 110 chips or something, and that's gonna be fine mostly.
Yeah, it'll be very powerful. Oh wow, Smiley
face comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the interesting thing about the runner is, like, if you're trying to play straights long term, it's not necessarily that valuable. The thing that's valuable to do with the runner, it basically just gives a permanent chip increase to all of your hands for every straight that you play. Which, essentially, like, if you play a few straights early on and then you just build up that chips, then, like, later on you can use those chips when you play high card, which, as we said, the number of chips Jokers in the game is lower, so chip Jokers are at a premium. So something like the runner, which is not necessarily that great for speed runs, is something that can get picked up in the context of a marathon or a longer run that involves a lot of decks.
There aren't a bunch of really good chip Jokers either. Like, Scary Face is alright, like we saw there. It gives, I think, plus 30 chips
Ooh, red
per
card.
face card plays. That's actually a very nice find. But a lot of chip jokers tend to want you to play specific hand, like pairs, like you saw with Sly Joker, or I think it's Crazy Joker, which gives 100 chips per straight.
Oh, that's Devious Joker.
Oh, I thought. Huh. Well,
Crazy Joker is
so-
molt for straights, but it's not important.
Oh,
Nobody knows the
right.
name of these jokers.
Yeah.
yeah, because nobody uses them.
Okay, using the diamond flush here with that greedy joker, which gives additional multiplier for diamonds.
I'm done with the runner.
Greedy
We didn't
Joker
get
is
it
very
up high
good.
enough.
Oh, nice. There's the
Oh.
banner, so we don't need the runner anymore.
I
So,
think for this one I'll take Constellation. Should I?
I think golden.
No, I think I'll keep going and maybe get rid of gold, and then I probably have enough money right now. I'm buying
Yeah.
the booster packs to get my red card up. I get plus 3 mult for every booster pack that I skip.
yeah. Very, very consistent way of building a very high multiplier. Can feel bad to see options in a pack and then not take them, but ultimately
I can, with
the
mega
value
pack,
you get from the
take,
red card is very high.
Actually take
Yeah,
one planet and then skip to still get my red card value.
yeah,
So that's a decent bonus, although currently I am a bit poor.
yeah. Definitely hard to make that decision there. Those economic jokers that give you money every round, such as the golden joker that we just sold, can be a lot better in Skipless, but you do have to balance that with making sure that you're scoring enough points, and not just scoring enough points, but ideally scoring enough points in one hand, because having to play multiple hands in these early rounds is very, very slow.
I believe that if they had sold the 8-ball, I think that's what you were gonna sell. Correct,
Yeah.
Russ?
If you
Yeah,
sell the
if you
8-ball
sold the
there,
8-ball.
you have more money, but you have to play multiple hands more often, and then you
Yeah,
kind of end
and
up in a
you
weird
had
spot.
the needle. You had the needle.
Oh yeah, the
so
needle.
It probably would be nice. That's okay. That is another benefit of Ghost Deck. Spectral cards will appear in the shop instead of just being in spectral packs. Or if you have Omen Globe, they can also end up in packs. Instead, you can find them in shops, and they are very useful for something. As you can
Yeah.
see.
So spectral cards are basically these like very rare kind of high risk, high reward consumables, such as that hex card we talked about earlier, which destroys all of your jokers except one. In this case, we got Cryptid, which for endless runs is the best spectral card, but in the context of regular run where you're just trying to beat the game, it's alright. Basically, it lets you get 2 copies of your best card. In this case, our best card is just a stone card, which is not bad, but not usually the kind of thing you're looking to copy with Cryptid.
Yeah. Jimbo.
Yeah. Yeah, and now we can basically get another golden joker effectively out of the Cloud9.
Yeah, so what Cloud9 does is for every 9 you have in the deck, it'll give you another $1 at the end of the round. So
Yeah.
right now it is a golden joker, basically. But if you were to add like an extra 9 to your deck, you're getting 5 instead of 4.
Yeah,
It's very
and
nice.
essentially we're going to be using that money to help fuel the red card in the Constellation, which require us to pick up money, or pick up planet cards and spend money on booster packs to skip.
Which can drain you pretty fast.
Yeah, like you can see that, like I mentioned early on, that like $25 threshold for getting maximum interest. You can see we're kind of dipping below that a lot to make sure that we buy enough booster packs to survive these scoring requirements. That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no more greedy joker.
I greedy.
Greedy is basically just a random foil, so like plus 50,
Yeah.
that's...
Plus 50 or plus like 116, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, because we have added a few cards to our deck, and Blue Joker basically cares about how many cards are currently in your draw pile. So if you start if you draw barely anything and then you have your whole deck next to you and you're just playing high cards, then Blue Joker can be very powerful.
Yeah, I'd say it's, in my opinion, the second best chip Joker for speedruns.
I would say third best because Bull and Stuntman. Don't worry, I said something very similar in GDQ because I forgot that Bull existed, and I said Banner was the third best chip Joker.
Yeah, that's literally what I was thinking. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I think currently I care more about getting the constellation up than the red card. The red card's
the red card's already pretty high.
Yeah. So I would say Constellation's okay, but it's a little bit awkward for
I can lose $6.
a
That's fine.
speedrun.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about buff lines a little bit actually, because the Ox is a little bit annoying for Econ. A buff line that could actually cause a lot of problems here is the water, which would remove all discards, which makes Banner effectively completely useless.
I believe we already saw the water earlier in this run, which means we won't see it again. I'm almost
I thought
positive.
it was last run.
Maybe that was last run.
Either way, we don't have the banner here, so we're good.
Do you want to describe vouchers? Because we just got the Grabber voucher on sale here, which is the best voucher.
Yeah, so vouchers are kind of like enhancements, but for your run in general. For example, Grabber there will give you +1 hand to play. There's also ones that give +1 discard, or if you go to like $50 and you have a certain voucher, you can get $10 of interest. And there's level 1 vouchers, which is like Grabber, and then there's level 2, which you need the first one to be able to have the second one. So
yeah,
like you have Grabber, but then you have Nacho Tong, which is yet another hand.
Yeah, and getting that 6th hand is very, very powerful.
Yeah, because effectively every extra hand you have.
All right, big money, no vessel.
Come on, baby.
There's the Nacho Tong, by the way. It is vessel. That is pretty scary.
Chariot. We have Chariot.
Chariot doesn't do anything.
No.
Well, if
Chariot is too early in the order.
Yeah. Yeah, so Nacho Tong here is beneficial, but we'll see. We're scoring. We have 6 hands, and we're scoring about 40,000 per hand right now, which is not enough. So need to find some additional scoring in these next couple of shops.
I genuinely do think Chariot could.
Chariot's like +2 molt.
Well, it's.
Oh, you mean make 3 steel cards? That's still not good. That's not
it's
good.
Something though.
Yeah, director's cut. I was gonna talk about the director's cut, but haven't had a chance to yet.
Yeah, we missed out on that.
I can discard to find a gold card and then copy it. Maybe.
Yeah, that seems like a reasonable play here.
No such luck.
No.
We whiffed.
So how much does it? Yeah, I guess the stone cards aren't mattering that much if we have.
We have 2 chips.
The Blue Joker and the banner. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Need to replace this Cloud9 with some kind of multiplier.
Oh,
Polychrome stencil.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you sell Cloud9 and banner, right? And then it's a ×3.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe you don't sell banner. I actually don't know.
Banner
he has Hierophant and.
And stone cards.
So if I enable this will be ×2 now?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it's better to sell banner. Okay. And then skip for red card. Okay. Yeah, we gotta, like, Monka steer this because we're facing the Violet Vessel again.
Yeah, this is very concerning.
Okay.
Just get +3 on the red card from the Arcana pack, I think.
What I can do is use the Hierophant. And then copy aces.
Yeah, I think you should also discard for, like, a stone card every...
Well, but Blue Joker.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I think...
Just
play the high card.
Yeah, just play the high card, see how much you get.
I think we have it.
Yeah, looks good.
Yes, we do!
Yeah, with the stencil, we're good.
Yeah, with 4 hands, the score to beat for Violet Vessel, the score to get every hand, is 75,000.
Yeah.
It drops down to 40,000 when you have Grabber.
50,000.
Ooh, that was great.
No. Oh wait.
50,000 times
I
6.
did not look at my deck. I have aces.
Yeah.
Well, apparently we have some aces and 8s. Alright. We have 9s, Cloud 9 waiting room. So yeah, now if we were to get that Cloud 9 Joker again, it would actually give us $8 per round, which is a lot. So the erratic deck, basically, every card in the deck is a randomly selected card from a 52 card deck. So usually that means you have some kind of weird uneven distribution of ranks and suits in your deck. So in this case, we have more 8s and 9s than usual.
Yeah, and we don't have any 10s.
Interesting. I didn't notice we have no 10s.
Yeah, we have absolutely no 10s whatsoever.
Do I need...
Yeah, and then this is the square Joker, which increases a permanent 4 chips, which is a very small number of chips, every time you play a hand with exactly 4 cards. Because
like
4 is a square number.
Or
yeah.
If it doesn't have to be 4 scoring cards, you could just play like high card and then 3 like debuff cards, for example. Like he played 3 of a kind, then added a 2.
Yeah, so in this case, with the erratic deck, because we're likely to have more of some ranks and less of other ranks, it's a lot easier to make something like 3 of a kind or 4 of a kind work, which is, I suppose, positive synergy with the square Joker.
Oh,
it's
interesting.
I'll take it.
Yeah. So that's a negative Joker, which basically means you can add it for free. Normally you have 5 Joker slots, but when you add a negative Joker, it gives you another Joker slot, and every Joker that you see in the shop has about a 1 in 333 chance of being negative, and you can see we're finding 4 of a kinds left and right here because of the benefit of the erratic deck giving us those randomized cards.
And I'm playing extra hands to build up the...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I should clarify on the statement that there's only 5 Joker slots. There are 2 decks that like change your Joker slot amount.
Ooh, flash card.
That's nice. There's Black Deck, which gives you an extra Joker slot, but you're -1 hand on average. And then there's Painted Deck, which gives you a lot of extra hand size, but you only have 4 Joker slots. You can also find Antimatter if you buy Blank. Antimatter is the Tier 2 voucher for Blank, which gives +1 Joker slot. So there are other ways, other than just negatives, that you can change the amount of Jokers you can have.
Yeah. I think none of those are going... Yeah, none of those will come up in this particular run. Just the negative Jokers, and then...
We can have Antimatter. If they buy... Yeah. Who knows? Death could be good.
Do I take Arrowhead? I guess I can... You can stick around.
Smear Joker waiting room.
Arrow chat? Sure.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh. Wait, that's actually really good.
Interesting. Yeah, Hanging Chad is what's called a re-trigger Joker, so it causes the effect of a card to happen multiple times. So combined with the Arrowhead, which gives you 50 chips for playing a spade, the Hanging Chad will re-trigger twice the first card in your hand. So if you have a spade in your hand, it basically counts like you have 3 spades for the purposes of that Arrowhead, which is 150 chips, which is pretty good.
Oh, and there's Banner again.
I absolutely did not need to pick up the Banner.
Due to the sheer versatility of the re-trigger effect of the Hanging Chad being able to just basically do anything 3 times, it is considered by far the best common Joker in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, there's
photo chat.
My.
Let's just go photo chat, I guess. Suppose.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Sure.
I would say Banner.
Yeah, I would feel like Banner is out there, but yeah, we'll see.
I'll take Strength to add more face cards to my deck.
How many face... Well, we don't have any 10s, though, so we can't make face cards with Strength.
Right. Yeah.
But we have a fair amount of face cards.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking I have Square on me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Banner's probably next to go.
Maybe Hyrule on Spectral.
Familiar, maybe?
I can add an addition on the Queen of Spades. That would be funny.
That is pretty good.
That would be good, yeah.
Yeah.
So I should comment on that. So along with seals, you can also get additions. It's the same kind of additions other than negative that you can get on your card, on your jokers. So like in the last run we had Greedy Joker, which had a foil on it.
Yeah, so the issue with photo chat here is that ×2 from the photograph happens like at the very beginning of scoring, so you haven't had time to add anything from, say, flash card or any other plus mult joker will actually happen after the scoring of the cards. So the multiplying effect of the photograph is really not doing very much here, unfortunately.
Until we can find some level ups.
Yeah. But like, for example, on the full house, it starts at 4, so it's a little bit better.
Yeah. Another scoring joker is the...
Smeared for error. I guess if we're doing photo chat, then maybe we actually get rid of
Wait,
flash.
yeah, that's actually really
this
good.
is a way to play the game. Yeah, I did say smeared joker earlier, so this makes our spades count as clubs and vice versa. So we have a joker that gives us chips for spades, and we have a joker that gives us mult for clubs. Yeah.
You could do cryptid. You could do cryptid for...
Yeah, but I didn't have a good card for it.
Always take immolate.
I guess I had the
King of Clubs.
I had the King of Clubs, maybe. Yeah. With the smear that
it's whatever.
Worked.
How much does this King of Clubs score? Okay, 10,000. And then
that's not bad. So I think we're really just hoping for Plutos now.
Yeah, those planet cards to give us multiplier early on.
Yeah. You can also do this to make more black face cards.
Yeah.
And we could start using strength on like 9s to
Yeah, good luck with that, but I mean you could.
Well, there's 2 9s right there. You know, it's just staring you right in the face.
Yeah, so this, like we said, that threshold. Okay, look, it's blueprint.
We do want to pick this up, but for what? I have no idea.
You probably drop the either card sharp or arrowhead, I think. Because if you copy the photograph, that's like a ×8, right? Yeah, so get rid of card sharp.
Yeah, I would take card sharp.
Yeah, so now you just win. Alright, the rest of the run is a cutscene, unless we get the plant. Then you have to make a glass card. So all you have to do now is look for glass cards.
And planets, I guess.
Yeah. Well, but look at what this scores with blueprint copying photograph.
We're a little bit... Me and Cloyce are a little bit delayed.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so that beats every boss. We have the scoring necessary.
Really unlucky.
Yeah. We have the scoring necessary to beat the entire game, and now we're just trying to make sure we can safely score that many points every time.
So yeah, this is
we actually get value from the gluttonous joker, from the negative gluttonous now.
Yeah, because gluttonous joker,
like, oh my god, smeared.
Usually not a very good joker, but yeah.
If there's any more donations.
Onyx agate, but we don't have room. It's just a better gluttonous joker.
If we have any other donations, now would be a perfect time.
Yeah.
Alright, I don't have any other donations at the moment, but I can mention that if you are donating, don't forget to tick, if you are a UK taxpayer, make sure to tick that at checkout when you're donating on Tiltify, because the UK government will boost the donation by 25%. For example, if you donate £20, the charity will actually receive £25. And we are currently at 164, so get those donations in. We do not have long left of the marathon.
That boss is bad news.
What boss is it?
It's the club.
Clubs are debuffed. Right.
I mean, I think we're still okay.
Well, but we need, yeah, I'm not sure.
I think Cell Smeared.
A bit
Cell
for
Smeared
Pluto.
and commit to spades.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that seems correct, yeah. That'll be the move, so... Yeah.
Right, if that happens, I will...
Oh, there's Brainstorm, yeah. GG.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, GG.
Yeah.
Cell Smeared, GG.
Yeah, and then you Brainstorm the chat, I think.
Yeah, that would probably be correct. All right, yeah.
Yup.
Yeah, this is a... Wow, there we go. I think
Yeah,
maybe
okay.
his blueprint on chat or photograph might be okay, but yeah, banner's not bad. Just allows you to play any face card.
Yeah, it should be blueprint on photograph and brainstorm on Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is currently there's plus 30 for the banner. Photo chat is very, very funny just because it's basically just this very, very broken combination of two common jokers, so it's pretty easy to find.
And like it's extremely powerful. We were only level 3. We were getting just basically only 3 molt, and with that, with the jokers that we have, we were scoring over 1 million.
Yeah, I mean, you just click next round about 100 times now.
Yeah, it is. There is no reason to look at shops or anything.
I have a sneaking suspicion that the hanging Chad is going to be nerfed in the next patch to this game. just a guess.
Yeah, I wonder. And we get the best.
We get the time save bell. So the Cerulean Bell is very, very kind, because what the Cerulean Bell does is it selects a card and forces you to play that card. So it's a real nice time save, because we don't have to spend the time to select a card. Well, as long as it selects a face card.
We do need to actually play a face card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure Cerulean Bell will hook us
way,
up and click on a face card. Yeah, time is coming up.
Once the...
Oh, no face card.
Once the you win screen comes up, so it's gonna be in a few seconds now.
Yeah.
And time.
Hey, GG.
So yeah,
wow, that was a really fun.
That was fun.
It was an interesting
I'm
run.
glad that we got to show some interesting runs here, interesting builds here as well. So
what's the final time?
I've got a 34:04 on my side.
Nice.
Might be a few seconds out, but yeah, pretty good.
Definitely really good. Before we go, let me just say, if this Balatro speedrun has interested you, please do not be afraid to join the Balatro speedrunning Discord. We are trying to do events monthly now, so if you would like to join and participate in those, we let everybody know when they're going on and whatnot. We're a very welcoming community. We would love to see you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can find the Discord at speedrun.com/Balatro, where you can find most speedrunning Discords by just clicking that Discord button at the top. And yeah, we're hoping to do more events, so if you want to get involved, from new to experienced players, we're trying to make space for them in those events. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and thank you, Brass, for showcasing Balatro at this event, and yeah.
Right, there we go.
Thanks so much. Any final words, or are we good to go?
I think those were the final words.
Yeah, I want to give shout-outs to my commentators. You can probably tell they carried they currently commentating pretty well. Letting me focus on the game, that's always nice to see.
Yeah.
That's gonna be it. Everything else has been said already, so back to media, I guess.
Thanks so much. Stick around, everyone. We've got the closing speech coming up. We are at the end of the marathon now, so we'll be back in just a couple of minutes' time just to sign off and send you over to another marathon that's going on at the moment. So we'll be right back. Stay right there.